Alright, BobalosRex here. And it's that day of the week, so you know what it is. It's the weekly vault! I can finally get my vault. We're doing heroic tonight. Doing heroic tonight. Hopefully I get something good. Heroic legs. I think that's what we're picking. I got hero shoulders. And I need a very specific two-hander. Yeah, hero legs, hero track legs. There we go. Just gotta get the better leg enchant. Sweet. I have had good vaults this week for sure. There we go. Hero legs. Save me the point. And I don't even got a transmog. Look at it, kind of fit. Actually, I think I gotta switch it, but sweet. And I got priority. All right. So what else is going on this week? So the weekly this week, delves. All right, that's where you get your pinnacle cash. I also got time walking this week. Can get you normal raid loot, normal Mana Forge Omega loot for doing time walking dungeons and raids. We also got the dungeon quest this week, which is Priory. So, oh my goodness, my key's right for it. Perfect. And in PvP, we got rated arenas. We got arena skirmishes, my favorite. And we got Sparks of War, Isle of Dorn. So, Isle of Dorn rep. If you want that, World Boss is up in the Isle of Dorn, and he gives resonance crystals. What everyone needs, but only 55. Got Godfather up, which, remember, his loot converts to last season. So, need some stuff from that. You gotta check them out. Then we got the Koresh, Reshinor, hit him up for a boss. Do all that good stuff. What else do we got going on over here? Zalatas Bargain Devour. I don't know which one that is. Dude, I've been liking M+, but I only do M+ with a group, but I like it. I kind of would like to do it more, but I don't want to get into the pug realm again. Then we got Brawl, South Shore versus Terran Mills, so that's good. Hit that up if you want some conquest. Get that quest done for some loot. And then I do got a tune that may be PvP in this season, but no updates on there. Remember to get your Delve quest done this week. Keep pushing that up. I'm all the way up to the Quad Glider. And sadly, at the end of this one, we don't get any campsite or anything, but we do get a title, the Delver Within. And then the Etheric Ram Warper. So there's a lot of good stuff still to get, so I've been working on that, getting through that. And then, what else do we got going on this week? Dark Moon Fair starts Sunday. I have my Transmog Showcase starting soon. It is also the last week of the Eastern Kingdoms Cup, so get that out. We can get our third crafted piece. I love that we can actually check this. How great is that? It's so good. Alright, so you can get 3 crafted pieces in total now. I've been getting my untethered stuff. I'm getting through that. I like how that works. It's simple. And then new trading post. Of course, y'all saw my experience. I do wish they bring back the bonus, how they did, but here we are. Get that done, get that started. And then as far as the raid renown, we can get up to 5, which gives us the raid skip, which is good. My guild clearing it pretty good. You can actually see us clearing it last night. It was good. So Nexus King and Forge Weaver got nerfs this week. Mythic BOEs are up. You can sell those now, so people will probably be farming trash. The Shade Hound is up in the maw. And let's check over here. Alright, Dune Gorger's not up over here. But Shadehound is indeed up in the mall. You know where he hiding. Down there in the Beast Swarm. Hopefully he doesn't bug out. Like he always does. So, what else? I do got a few posts to show, but there was this possible M Plus survey. Some people are saying it's like solo queue. I took a look at it myself. It doesn't seem that way, but... And then they said they're not looking into that. And then... Alright, you know what? Let's get into it. So we got Classic Drama. So before we get to Classic Drama, let's talk about Mop Classic. So, Mop Classic, Phase 2, Landfall, 9/23. Alright, and you know what's crazy about this patch returning? Brawlers Guild is back. But not in retail, not in Modern WoW. Brawlers Guild is back though. Brawlers Guild is returning in Mop Classic. Will that bring people back to Mop Classic? Maybe some people will be like, yo, I gotta get that Brawlers Guild. Because if eventually the character moves into retail, do they get the rewards? You know, I gotta get someone leveled up now. And they're doing a bunch of stuff for it. So Phase 2 Mop Classic, the 23rd. So anyone saying Blizzard isn't saying stuff about Classic, they're doing stuff. They're doing stuff. You know, that's their team. That's the Classic team. Alright. And then, of course, the Classic Drama. So let's talk about it. The lawsuit. The Turtle of WoWs is getting blasted. And here's the thing. We saw something similar. It's not completely the same. Back in the day. And then we ended up with Classic. This is very different. And I don't really want to get into it. Because it will start so many things. But, in my opinion, it's a sign for they are working on something. And Microsoft, Blizzard, legal team are cleaning up. Because they're doing something serious. So, we'll have to see what happens down the line. But I'm excited for Midnight because you know what else Blizzard did? You know what else Blizzard did? I have the wrong thing open. They actually released all the stuff about Midnight. And let's bring it up here. Let's actually bring it up here. Oh my goodness, we got Midnight information roundup. New story, new campaign, level 90, new talents for all classes, 4 new zones, world comment, all of it. All of it. So I'm going to link this. So you can look at all the Midnight stuff and not just hear it from me. Not just hear it from me repeating someone else. Repeating Blizzard. You can now see it from Blizzard themselves. In a post. Multiple posts. Haranir. PvP updates. Transmog updates. Updated leveling. Experience. UI. Midnight, new activities. You learn about the new activities. Blood Elf parties. No one would have ever guessed that. Dude, this sounds like a system I was cooking up. But yeah, dude, all the Midnight stuff right here, posting that. Here's the stuff about Classic. Right? Look at this. Step into the ring with Brawlers Guild. Brawlers Guild is back in Classic. Doesn't it hurt? I feel like a Brawlers Guild fan in retail has got to be hurting right now. Right? All of us? Do y'all agree? If you wanted Brawlers Guild to return, you're sitting here looking at the original Brawlers Guild returning before it actually returns in retail. Oh my god. Rathian rep. So yeah, all that good stuff with Landfall. Now, that's the WoW news. Let's move over to Hearthstone. Day of Rebirth. So we got the mini set. 2,000 gold, Definitely good for me. I like that. Arena updates. If you had an arena run running, you would have got a cool little bonus there. Here, let me fix this. There we go. All right. Battleground updates. Day of Rebirth event, which is kind of crazy, but it runs for a long time. But the requirement has got a lot. Then we got a Hollow's End event coming back, or not coming back, but a Hollow's End special event. That's going to be fun. I like that. Hopefully I finish that. I didn't finish the one, so I didn't get the T-Rex. And guess who infected Hearthstone? I'm not surprised it was her. I think she was behind this in the first one too. So Xalatath is in Hearthstone. Now you can get her diamond skin. She is also going to be in Battlegrounds, along with Illyria, and then Rabbitath hops into the Darkmoon Fair. So remember the last gacha with Crush? Now we got Rabbit Xalatath in the gacha. But look who else is locked behind the gacha. Orwena and Faerun. All locked behind a gacha. Gotta love Hearthstone's new gacha. So here's the thing. In TFT, there's gacha. I'm fine with it because there's a bad luck protection system. After so many losses, after so many mythic things earned, you can just buy one of the things that we need. We need a pet that we can earn at some point, Blizzard. $160 for a pet is kind of crazy. Okay? That's kind of crazy. Ask for a normal price and you'll make tons of money. Anyways, enough Hearthstone. There's all that. Diablo had a dev Q&A. The seasonal splendor is over. Mother's Blessing is still going on for another week. Diablo 3 is getting Season 36 on the 12th. It's the Lords of Hell season. And Diablo 4 Season 10 is on the 23rd. Alright? Which is also when Brewfest starts. The 23rd is going to be a big Tuesday. Which has remember, Brewfest has a new mount this year. Overwatch Season 18 and the Summer Games are here. Summer Games started today or yesterday and they go to the 15th. You can play that. Cowboy Bebop crossover is back. There are now floral skins in the shop, so you can check those out. There's a dev blog. And then the new payload race mode is cheese approved. I'll have y'all know. And then Heroes of the Storm, which the payload mode is kind of pulled from, actually got a PTR that they're testing stuff. What's up with that? But anyways, that's the news. Thank y'all for watching. My Transmog Showcase announcement video will be tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.